Mr. Chairman. Welcome, gentlemen. I, too, want to thank you for your patriotism, your years of service, and your years and years of caring for those who serve with you in protecting this nation. Secretary Austin, I appreciate the way the budget has prioritized nuclear modernization and kept important programs like GBSD, LRSO, and the Columbia-class submarine on track. I'm also happy to see it invests in NC3 and finally begin moving forward on replacing the E4B with Survivable Airborne Operations Center. During your confirmation, you talked about the need for a review of our nuclear posture and modernization programs. Has the department begun a formal nuclear posture review, and when do you expect it to be complete?
We have not begun that review yet, Senator, but it will begin very shortly, and it will take us several months to conduct the review.
Well, I think that review process is so very important. These systems are the most important military capabilities that we possess, and decisions about our nuclear policies and programs must be considered in a thorough, deliberative process that allows stakeholders from across the Department of Defense as well as other federal agencies like the Department of Energy and our allies to provide their input so that decisions can be made with a full understanding of the consequences. We can't be careless about this, which is why I was very concerned to see a news story that put forth a copy of a memo from the acting Secretary of the Navy, Thomas Harker, in which he directed the Navy to defund the Sea-Launched Cruise Missile Program. This memo was signed June 4th. That's just 1 week after the Department of Defense submitted a budget request that asked for $5 million to continue to study that concept, and NNSA requested $10 million to conduct its own assessment. Based on what you've just said, it seems like this decision was made outside of any kind of posture review process. Is that correct?
Senator, I've not seen the memo, but I would say that, all of us, all the services and the department are again, making tough choices in terms of what to prioritize and where to accept risk. That memo has to be pre-decisional because of where we are in the process. And so I don't feel comfortable in commenting on his memo. I would just say that again, I am committed to our posture review to make sure that we adequately analyze what our capabilities are, what's needed in the future, and that we maintain the right balance in our nuclear forces going forward.
So you were not consulted on that at all?
It's an internal department memo, I believe, based upon what's been said.
General Milley, were the Joint Chiefs consulted at all, to your knowledge?
I'm not familiar with the memo, nor was I consulted. But as soon as we're done here, I'll go find that memo and get consulted.
Thank you, sir. I find it very concerning that an acting service secretary who hasn't been confirmed by the Senate is making a decision like this outside of any review process without analysis or input from OSD policy, from Nuclear Matters, the Joint Chiefs, or STRATCOM, and without talking to other agencies or having, it seems, any discussions with our allies. I would also point out that the analysis of alternatives for the missile is still ongoing, and so it would seem very, very premature to reach any conclusions about it being feasible or infeasible. I don't think this is the right way to make decisions about nuclear policy. Do you agree with that, Secretary Austin?
I do, Senator.
Should a decision like this be made through that review process?
I have every confidence that it will be, Senator.
Thank you. I hope you will follow up with the acting secretary to make sure that It's a posture review that makes a decision on this. Does the department still support the President's FY22 budget request for this program?
It does.
Thank you. Happy to hear that. Thank you again.